She is. She's doing some incredible things late under adverse conditions to give us opportunities to come back and win games that were, almost taken away from us. And she's doing that on top of guarding high energy, high offensive players while splitting time at the point. So she's putting a lot of mileage, and then just to have the resolve to stick to it when we're turning the ball. They had their game plan, press us so we don't get in the half-court sack, kind of eliminate Seal. I thought the thing that was key was, although Sylvia didn't get the touches, she had 21 rebounds. So she understood the game plan. She didn't stay frustrated. She sucked up some of the space down there, gave us a chance.
Talk about the turnovers.
Yeah, it's a record, huh? They came into the league forcing those turnovers. I thought going into the half, I felt decent, even though it said 9. A couple were offensive fouls. So I could have actually lived with 7.5 with this team, but boy, we blew that one out the water. But that's how they play. It's one of those things that make you play fast, they make you play uncomfortable, they try to make it ugly, and sometimes if you stay with it, we'll probably set a record this year for most free throw attempts. We shot 42 free throws. So it's, you gotta take some good with the bad. So although we turned the ball over, we stayed pretty aggressive. And then we ended up knocking free throws down the stretch. We were 12-14 down the stretch after being about 57% after the third quarter.
You talked the other day about one epiphany to really take charge, and she's able to. Now she's got 3 straight games with 30-plus points on the second. Wanting to do that, I guess.
Oh, really?
WNBA.
Who else did it? Wow. Oh, wow. Congrats.
So it looks like she's gotten the message.
Yeah, I give them a lot of messages, and I'm glad she took that one. But and it's what the situation calls for. The 30 points in 3 games is remarkable. And if she wants to get 30 in New York, I'm all for that as well. But it's, she got up to a slow start. She had a couple of back-to-back turnovers. I took her out for 55 seconds. Said, just breathe, relax, a lot of time. And to be able to come back when, people are dependent on you, we're kind of down, you're pressing a little bit. She finally settled in, took some big shots while playing some good defense down the stretch.
Of course, Tamara Young came up big when we needed it.
She did, and I'm so glad you said that. She came up big early. She came up big in the middle. And it's those things that we appreciate. We'll go back and we'll watch the video, and you'll see the second chance points, offensive rebounds, or deflection, or just some physicality that just kind of fires you up. And that's what T. Young brings. She's feisty. Most of the time I have to tell her, whoa, and I like that because she's a fiery player, and that's what she brings.
Swin still seems to have trouble with her shot, but she did have some big points down the stretch. And, a veteran presence out there late in the game.
Of course. And, thank you. And some of that is to have the confidence to know that, okay, I'm struggling with my shot, but there's 2 people sitting on Seal. There's a couple people sitting here. Percentage-wise, I have better range than T. Young. It's my responsibility to take this shot. I'm in the middle of the floor, and it was smooth. You would have thought from her stroke that she had hit about 4 or 5 in a row. But what Swin and also Ruth and LaCole will do is when they're in the game, they're talking to the they're talking to their calming presence, their coaching presence, and I could think I can do that from the bench, but my ego's not that big. That is so important for those younger players.
What challenges do you have with Shea Murphy now? Away from the team for about 5 games, roster-wise.
Shea Murphy, Tisha, and Songy's not 100%. She has a hand and a half. The challenge, I think you're seeing it, since the first Washington game of the season. And don't misunderstand me. Everyone goes through it. Injuries, foul trouble, difficult situations. That aside, take care of the ball. That aside, do early what you did late. And this was what I was trying to put into the locker room. You can do the difficult task under adverse situations. Don't wait till you're back against the wall. That's what I keep preaching to them, because that well's going to run dry. We better thank the good Lord that we're able to survive that, get some rest, get some video on ourselves in New York, and get ready for a New York team that's you know, my luck, they're on a roll right now, you know. So that's the nature of the WNBA. But they're reminded that we're seconds away from 3 losses, and I'll keep reminding them.
I think Indiana lost tonight, so you guys would be in first place by yourself.
Don't tell me that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. No, I haven't looked at anything. I looked at this stat sheet and our travel plans for tomorrow. But that's the greatness about the league. You know, I was trying to tell people what this Tulsa team would be every time I watched them on video. But you know, you guys understand. You follow it. But I was trying to tell them. I said, I know Klopp. I coached 2 of the players on that team at LSU, Meek and Shalonda. You know, Jen Lacey is someone we courted in free agency. I know those players. Glory at Tennessee, and just on and on and on. So you knew what they were going to bring. Ivory, and I'm just glad we didn't let them get off, you know, with that first win.